You're fine. Let's do this.
Good evening, everybody. I'm reporting from Westminster, Maryland. We're stopping at our next stop. I think this one is a New Holland 5060. My last stop was an International 430 that was not an all-twine otter. It was the old-style otters like the 47 and 37. Mainly talking about my trip. We're going to be heading farther south. We're going probably to Kings Mountain, North Carolina next. If anybody wants to get on our route, like I said, we're in Westminster, Maryland right now doing Balers. So if you guys get a hold of Rachel, message her on Facebook or call 607-846-5959. So we got a couple people logged on. We'll just wait here a few minutes, guys. See who all logs on tonight. I worked on Baler, started my tour for 2023, and this is probably going to be the only one I do. So, okay.
It's not a good angle. It's.
My wife's messing with it. It looks fine right here. So.
Does it work that way?
No.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, orientation is locked. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm back. My wife's playing around with it. Hi, Ross. Nice to see you, brother. I'm in Westminster, Maryland. I think I'm working on a New Holland 560 tomorrow. I'm not sure. Checking it over for the guy. Earlier today, we were in Hershey, Pennsylvania, working on an International 430, which did not have the all-twine otters. It had the same otters as the 46, 47, 37, 45, 55. Well, hi. We have Mary over here, my daughter. She's bossing it out here tonight. So, did you realize you're on camera? Huh? What's that, huh? That's Baler girl, guys. That's the Baler girl. So, and there's my wife, Rachel. She's reading your comments tonight. Hi, Mary. Hi. That's you. That's you on there. Yep.
Camera hog.
So, she's camera hog. So, the whole family's with me. We're in the RV. We're traveling. So, anyways, we're heading probably to Kings Mountain, North Carolina tomorrow, guys. So, anybody in between Westminster, Maryland, and Kings Mountain, North Carolina, if you want us to stop in, get a hold of Rachel or call the Baler line 607-846-1080 or 607-846-5959. Rachel will answer the phone on that one, or you can text it. It's also a cell phone number, guys.
Texting.
Has anybody got any questions? Sold 2 more update kits. Well, not complete update kits. Razor blade updates for the International Otter, and we just sold him the tension plates. Do you have a couple of those right there?
Somewhere.
Rachel will pull one out. I just need one. Rachel's gonna get me one.
Do you want one? Two? Okay.
Here we go, guys. This is the twine tension plate. It goes behind the twine disc on the International Otter. This is 45, 55, 7, 47, 57. And as I found out today, anything that's IH that is not all twine otter will take this plate. I never seen a 430 that wasn't an all twine. I guess they're out there, so I ran into one today. So he had the updated razor blade knives for International, and we just installed these and cured his tying problem today. So
she has her own.
Oh, and my daughter's got one too now. So anybody got any questions about the trip? It's gonna be a short video tonight, guys, if you don't have a lot of questions for me. So we'll keep moving forward. But if anybody wants to get on the list, they can. Okay, boss. So, anybody respond to anything?
Just Ross.
Just Ross? Ross.
I did share the links.
So you did share the links in the 2 chat rooms? Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll wait for a few minutes here, guys. We'll let everybody get loaded on. I don't know how good the internet's working right now, so It's kind of spotty down here. Get a good night's rest tonight and tackle the it's a 50-60 New Holland tomorrow morning. So and again, I guess for happy hour we can put my daughter up there again.
You show them.
See, she's got one of the twine touching plates too. I guess it makes a great toy if you want to buy them for a toy. So she's trying to figure out how she's on TV. So it's interesting having family with you, I can tell you that.
Paul's sleeping.
Yeah, little Paul's sleeping, everybody. We pulled in it's 8:12, so we're probably gonna be up for a couple hours, so.
Ross says, you dragging anything home?
Well, sure, Ross, we're dragging you home so you can pick up another baler for me.
Antonio waved at you.
Oh, cool. Hi, Antonio. Has anybody got any questions? Like I said, I'm on a tour, baler repair tour, guys. So
the only one of the year.
Yeah, Rachel says it's the only one of the year. You have to do a lot of begging if you guys want a second one for the year. So I don't know if you'll get it done or not. Oh, is that so? You the boss? Yeah, you think you're the boss.
Ross said, laughy face.
Yeah.
Antonio says, hey, what's up?
Not much, bud. You guys got any questions on hay balers? Today, like I said, I installed the twine retention plate. This is the one I have made. Installed it in a 430 today. It didn't have all twine knotters, so.
Question. Any recommendations on a John Deere 338?
Yellow pickup head or green pickup head?
There's quite the delay on my phone, on my tablet, so.
Alright, guys, I'm reaching for my beverage because my daughter would kick it down. Cherry Coke Zero. Very delicious. Green. Main thing is the input shaft. They had some issues with the shaft snapping off in the front of those. Give me a serial number, and I can check to see if it's been updated. If it hasn't, I'd recommend you update it. But usually you don't have much trouble with those. Do timing chains on it. Make sure the knotters are freshened up. Going to go do a 348, guys, that the tucker finger shaft's bent. So Rachel's got a question.
Yes. How many claws 1150s or similar have you seen in the States?
I own one right now. I have one in my possession. So, and it's an 1150 Rotocut. So if you're interested, get a hold of me. We don't use it much anymore. It's probably got maybe 20,000 bales on it. Maybe not even that much. The paint's not even more up the pickup head hardly, or the rotor. So we've used it a few times. We use it for bale and second cutting. Makes it nice to stack the bales inside. So get a hold of Rachel, 607-846-5959. We can get you a price on that if you're interested in it. It's in Waverly, New York, is where it's located.
Antonio said, I'll send it through Instagram.
All right. That's fine, Antonio. Whoa.
Your soda's
already,
not safe.
You are being bad. So, she's throwing things at me, guys. Bossy. Very bossy. Has anybody else got any questions?
Ross says, what's the difference between green and yellow?
Oh, so John Deere thought it was a great idea to revise the baler as far as the thickness of the metal in the baler. They changed a few things in there, like the speed of the plunger, somewhat. The gear, the shaft, the input shaft going into the gearbox on the early green ones is noted where the clutch mounts on, and the shaft will snap right off the front, and the chain will keep driving the feed forks. And if the plunger's on the compression stroke, the feed forks will hit the plunger. It does a lot of damage. They corrected it later on. I think, if I want to remember right, I think it was 2003. They corrected it, and then they did an update for it. It was kind of hush-hush. They didn't want to let everybody know that they screwed up. They changed the bearing where it's set in the front of the gearbox on those. It might have been a combination of both, but they figured out they made a mistake. It actually made the shaft a little heavier up there in the front. But it's a lot to do with that big Category 5 slip clutch on the fronts. A lot of guys that ease their balers in really never have trouble with it, but you get the one guy that is in a hurry and shuts the PTO and turns it back on with the tractor running 3/4, half the throttle, and bang, it goes.
Yellow's the older question mark. Just watched one sell for $7,250.
Yeah, Ross, that price is not going to amaze me. So just remember, we priced the John Deere baler now. It's no kicker or anything. It's $36,000. Bare bones baler, nothing fancy. A New Holland, the new 275 with the electronic bale meter on it. I think the list price on it's $45,000, $44,000. Discounts, you might get it down to like $38,000. So it's just, balers are ridiculous. That's no kicker. That's just a plain Jane baler. So my daughter's having a fit still. Hey, look, you're on TV. You gonna spoil?
No.
See?
She got her shark.
Yeah. Yeah. See, if you're on here, everybody's seeing who you're doing. You won't live this down if they all see you. Well, she loves her baby shark, so hopefully she'll leave me alone now and not throw things at me. Yeah, balers are outrageous, guys. Parts are even worse. If you own a baler, try to find one for parts or get a backup, because it's not good out there for parts, guys. I'm going to be buying a lot more myself just to be able to keep people going on the ones they got.
And hopefully fabricate them.
Yes, Rachel wants me to fabricate them, so.
I thought it was worth it. Pan kicker.
Was it a number 40 or 42 kicker? Forgive me, guys. Excuse me. Got around a lot of hay chaff today.
Ross says, I don't know. Difficult to get parts from John Deere. It's really disappointing, Antonio.
Yeah, it is. That's everybody, Antonio. It's everybody. Massey, it doesn't matter. I ordered a set of needles for an 1840, and I got told 3-4 days before we get them. You know, unless I want to pay super amount of freight.
The chrome parts took 6 months.
Yeah, chrome round baler parts, guys, are really bad.
The rakes.
The rake. We had a double rotary rake. We ordered parts for 6 months to get the part. So, yeah, it's. I had an issue with a McHale baler. The bottom roller broke in it. Thought it would be a quick fix. Baler's only like 6 months old, and it was under warranty. Obviously, the roller was going to be covered, but we couldn't get one for almost 4 weeks. The guy rented a baler office to get by, but McHale still builds a good baler. I'm not going to knock him, but if you can't get parts for it, how good is it really to have it?
I have a John Deere 346 and I want to sell it. What can I ask for it?
Oh boy. What kicker's on it? Is there a kicker on it? Is it a quarter turn chute? Double bale chute? 346s are my favorite because they're all the balers that were built out there. They're my favorite for capacity wise. I mean, 348s, everybody likes them, but man, when you get in those different windrows, it's hard to beat that 346. They're a great baler.
No kicker.
Okay.
This is Ross. IH engine in frame kit, 4 boxes, 2 shippers, 2 warehouses, and something is sold out.
Oh yeah, Ross, you're talking about your overhaul kit for your tractor. Hi, Judd. Oh, so everybody knows Judd is selling, according to what I heard, he's selling his farm equipment. So he does have a Claus belt baler, possibly for sale. So
he's from our neck of the woods.
Yeah, he's up in out towards Horseheads, towards Alpine Junction way.
Ross, parts are tough.
Yeah, everything's tough, guys. As far as parts, everything is. Like I said, I'm in Westminster, Maryland. I was in Hershey, Pennsylvania today, working on an International 430 baler. Put these updates in. So
all for sale, buddy.
All for sale. Well, anybody see Ross Judd on here, hit him up or hit me up, and I'll get you in contact with him. He's got a beautiful Claus belt baler. Problem is, it doesn't have net wrap, but it is string tie. and it is just roto feed, but it is a nice looking baler. So
Brent, I sent it to you. Did you not receive it?
So
IH kit invoice. I remember that name. I sent one. If you didn't get it, let me know and I'll resend it and get them shipped out to you.
my daughter's getting cranky. Oh, she just wanted the bottle.
I will work on that tonight, Brent. I'm sorry. That comment was for me.
Oh, you're talking to Rachel. Sorry. Holding up. This is the twine retention plate, guys. The kit comes with the razor blade insert that goes on the other side here. This holds the twine and the twine disc, which makes that knotter almost work flawless. These are really hardened. If you can see, I can't bend it at all. It's really springy. Yeah, that sucker does not bend. I had them hardened up really hard, guys, and these things are tough. They're really hard to put in, too. And today I felt bad because this is a two-person job. This is really hard to do by yourself. I wish I'd made them a little bit lighter, I guess, not as strong, but we're going on 3 years with no failures. And I got some people cranking out some serious hay out of their international 47s, 37s. They're probably up close to 30,000 bale mark without a mistie. So, you know, that's saying a lot for this part. It sucks because it's so strong that these bolt holes here don't line up. You gotta have a chisel in there, then it's really hard to hold the knife and then put the shims in and bolt it in there while you're trying to hold your holes square or lined up. This thing is really brutal. I thought about changing it back a little bit or dropping it down, but I don't think I'm going to. Because if they continue to work flawlessly, I'm not going to change the design. Yeah, it's a pain, but you know what? It's worth it once you get it in. What?
That was Brent's invoice that didn't go through. The one I'm talking about.
Oh.
It was sent on the 15th.
Any questions?
Antonio said be safe, God bless. He was leaving, I think. Brent just said I figured I was going to have to build them myself, but the problem is on my end.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure Judd likes you're trying to sell all of his stuff for him.
Oh, anyways, guys, got any other questions? I'll be working on a New Holland tomorrow. Hopefully I'll post some pictures of it, some short video clips, just adjustments. Just wanted to go over them. I could do a lot of preventive maintenance, guys, but it doesn't save a baler. It makes it less likely, but they'll still explode. There's stuff that you can't check without tearing it completely apart, like gearboxes. Quite a few New Holland gearboxes lately. Bearings going bad or teeth coming off the ring and pinion. Everybody's pretty much going down that path now.
Email, Brent. It was an email. I'm going to check. I might have spelled it wrong. I'll look back through the text messages. I don't want you to put your information online.
But anyways, guys, I'm doing this tour. I'm in Westminster, Maryland, and I'll be heading to Kings Mountain, North Carolina. If there's anybody in between there, get a hold of us. You can call or text the Baler phone, 607-846-5959. What's that comment? I didn't see it come up.
Colin, hope you're doing well on the trip.
So far, yeah, Colin, I am. I inhaled some dust today, and I'm paying for it now. My sinuses are plugged up pretty good, so there was some pretty dusty hay we rebaled. So just to test the knotters out, and we made some good. You know, I think the last bale came out might have been close to 40 pounds, might have only been 35, but it's barn dry hay, and they were really tight. So, but no, that baler dialed in. All it needed was these. So,
if I have trouble getting your twine kit lined up for the bolt holes, would it work to open up the holes on the twine keeper part, or bad idea?
No, bad idea, guys. The whole purpose of this hole here, you put a punch in here, guys, and you move the punch back and forth, and it moves this over to line your holes up. I recommend you get to another person to hold this in place while you put your blade in, or let them put the blade on with the shims. Once this is set and you get your knife shimmed right, guys, it's not a problem. I mean, this thing, you don't have to mess with it again. Because the blade is, you remember I use those hardware blades, so it's just, you know, flipping the knotter up and changing the blade out. Or some guys are pretty handy, they could change the blade with the knotter down, but it's a little harder. It's a lot easier just to flip the knotter up and work on it. But yeah, that's what that third hole is right here. This third hole is for putting a punch into, and you go through the hole, and then you pry against the knotter frame, and then it pulls this over when you get it lined up in there. And I said, they're a bear. I mean, these things are a bear. They are tough. Like I said, I just showed here, I can't, with my strength, bend that. So I did my job hardening it, and that was the weak point here, was right in here on the internationals. Right in here, this piece in here would lose its tension. And this here would not hold the twine up in here. It would not hold the twine tight on the backside of the twine disc. You'd be bailing along, and as soon as the bill hook turns, it pulls the twine out, and you get this sloppy looking knot on an international. Or you'll get where it won't cut the string right, like it looks like it's half torn, you got a brand new knife in it. Well, guys, if you hold a piece of twine like this, okay, and you loose, and you have somebody try to cut it, I don't care if your knife is super sharp, it's still going to cut hard. Now, if I pull that string tight and hold it tight, and you cut it, glides right through it. So this here is the key to those international knotters working. That's a one. I mean, that's like the major key right here is these twine retention plates for the earlier IH knotters. So you're talking 45, 55, 46, 56, 27, 37, 47, 57, right up into, I've been running into some 420s, 430s. That have the old style knotter still on them. So just so you know, guys, you can put the old style knotters back on the newer balers. They'll bolt right on. So a lot of guys like the older style because once you set these, you don't have to mess with them. They just work. The all twine knotter, you gotta keep playing with it.
Ross says they do work.
Hey Ross, have you bailed with your baler? Need more tissue, please. Rachel's working on your invoice, Brent. Man, that's a lot of dust.
I spelled the email wrong. That's the problem.
Rachel spelled the email wrong, Brent. So she's resending it. Where's he located?
He is in Minnesota.
Awesome. So I'm going south first, guys. Gonna go kind of kitty corner, go straight south, and then I'm going to hook back up. I'm going to hit Knoxville, Tennessee, go to Kentucky, then to the middle of Tennessee, then down to Mississippi, then heading up into Missouri. I think I got one in maybe Illinois, and I'm just going to keep heading north. We got some in Iowa, and we got a bunch in North Dakota.
Ross is not with the new setup, but it bailed great with the first run.
Cool. What's Mary doing? What are you doing?
You really want to know?
Oh, you better not do that with Daddy sitting here. All right, guys. Any other questions, guys? I said tomorrow I'll be doing a New Holland. I think it's a 50-60 or maybe it's a 50-70. I'm not sure. BC. So I'll know tomorrow morning. We're here now. My daughter's throwing things at me. That is. I'm a baler man, not a bottle man. Are you happy with yourself? Yeah, any other questions, guys? You have. I'm trying to, stay on as long as I'm really early this morning. So we weren't planning on going any farther than Hershey, PA today, but gentleman messaged back, said we could park in front of the barn, so I figured I'd hit the road because he's only another hour and 40 minutes away. So we're here setting up, living the great life in the RV. So
it is dealt with.
Brent, let us know that if you get that email. We're live right now. Anybody else got any questions? I covered the international balers. You can rewatch the video if you don't understand how these go in. these twine retention plates. And I do have the new razor blade knife update kit, but I don't sell you parts if you don't need them. If you already got the international ones, they're fine. Just sucks that you got to pay $21 for a replacement blade. When the blades I get, you can get a 5-pack for like $3 or $4. Hi, Mary. If you guys didn't notice, there's my daughter. See, troublemaker, you're on the internet. Yeah, you can see. Yeah. Entertaining at times. Whoops.
It's here, thanks.
You're welcome, Brent. I will, Judd. You have a great time too, bud. I'll be safe. Like I said, it's traffic's not been that bad, and my daughter is messing with my iPad. So, you're trouble. So, traveling with kids is interesting, guys. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Mommy better take care of that. That's a boom boom, everybody. So. Well, anybody else got any questions? I'm gonna close this off, guys. Probably a little early tonight, unless somebody's got some dire questions they want to ask. I might do a check-in tomorrow live with where I go from here. Just let you guys know the update on how we're going with the balers. So. I'm wondering if my internet's slow or something. Why I can't get any responses hardly.
Turn the kid loose.
Oh, who said that?
Colin.
Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy.
The 3-year-old is sleeping.
Yeah, the 3-nager's sleeping, so we're good for right now. You don't want to turn that thing loose.
She's not that bad.
Yeah, see, she wants to wreck the iPad, guys. So, her name is Mary. Yeah, huh? You wait. Years from now, you'll watch this video and it'll be like, I was a troublemaker, Daddy. I'm sorry. She won't say she's sorry.
She just like looking at
Whoa. Reach there. You don't reach. Anyways, anybody got any questions about their baler? Just so you know, update, the Oliver 520 made it home. Gentleman still wants to remain anonymous. Great guy. You'll have to decide, guys. I will stop at his place. So, I'm not going to reveal his name or who it is. You'll have to pick it out. You might see the baler in the background for a teaser. So, it'll be farther into the trip, obviously. But let's stop in and take a look, see what he's got. I promised him I would. I mean, he did a great thing, guys. So he helped out a lot of kids with camp,
It
Christian
cut down
camp.
at, what, 30% for kids?
Yeah, 30% at least for all the kids that were going. Count your blessings. Yeah, she's a mover and a shaker, that's for sure.
And she's got a nice right hook.
Yeah. She was laying next to me in the bed, and she was punching me, pulling my beard, and it was interesting to say the least. But well, guys, we're coming up on 30 minutes. If somebody got any questions, I'm gonna end this tonight. We'll do a short, another 30-minute session tomorrow if you guys want to. Get your questions ready. Rachel's running the other iPad so she can read me the questions as they pop up because they disappear on my screen. I'm still learning how to do this, guys. But tomorrow's supposed to be a New Holland 5060 or a 5070. I don't know which yet. So
there's possibly two.
Possibly two. So
it is a 2 Hayliner 5070 baler.
Yeah, 2 Hayliner 5070. So I'll do some skit videos tomorrow. I'll try to and have Rachel record me and some setups and stuff, guys, and what to look for.
Kids pending.
Yeah, kids pending. I mean, if they're being rambunctious, then it'll probably just be me doing it. So, All right, guys. You have a great night. God bless you all. See you guys tomorrow.